Happens. It happens to the best of us people. Sorry for being late. Something came up literally like last minute, but it's all good. It's cool. Everything's gravy. Or yeah, everything's gravy. But tonight we are reviewing the movies. How's it called again?
Synchronic?
Yes, Synchronic. This right here. And yeah, I know you guys can't see the title behind the thing, but that's what one of the covers look like. So we're doing the movie Synchronic. And we put it on the wheel because of Canadian Kyle. And it's more thriller sci-fi than horror, but it wasn't bad, I'll say that.
No, it was good.
It would have been, it would have been a Popcorn and Pints movie, but it could have been a Popcorn and Pints movie, like borderline horror research 30, which isn't a bad thing. Because if you, the shit that was going on was wild.
No, it was wild, but I can see it was definitely more of a sci-fi kick to it. But I was when I was watching, I was like, okay, where would it cross the line or be on the line with horror? The only thing it's scary about it, like if you think about it yourself, is when that shit happens at those moments where they land and all that stuff. Is that counting as the horror part?
Possibly. If you basically what it is, people, is it's a pill, like a little pill. You take it and you go into the past or into like another, not another realm. You go into the past.
No, it's the past. Yeah,
you go into the past, and a lot of people died because they just freaked out. Like, it doesn't show how they die, but there's a lot of people that take the Synchronic.
Yep.
And they go out of, they go into the past and they're just lost. They probably think, I'm sure some of them probably thought that they were just really high and just hallucinating and seeing shit. Yeah. So, I've never taken any hallucinogens, psychedelics, and I'm never going to. I'm going to stick with my weed. But maybe in their sense of was just like, oh, wow, this shit looks cool. Looks like I'm really in a different, different time period or whatever. And they really were, but maybe they didn't really know that. And from that, it fucking killed them. Like, from whatever happened to them in that time period. Because there was always something like, for example, what's his real name is Anthony Mackie, right?
Yeah.
He
ended up in the Ice Age.
He ended up in the Ice Age. He also ended up, remember, he was at the swamp.
Yeah, so it depends on where, even like a step to the left is a whole different time period.
Which is pretty cool. Like, it's different. And
so the Synchronic, the movie is titled of the drug. Like Aaron says, the pill. It's called Synchronic. And what does it say? What's it called? Synthetic? It's when labs make a
drug. It was like basically the guy that made the drug, which you do meet him, he's not in it very long, which kind of sucks. Because I wish that they would have had more of a backstory to him. But he was just,
or help him Mackie more.
Yeah.
Like, stayed with them. It's like, okay, like, do the test with them. Like, okay, you stand here, go here, see what happens.
Something. But like, so basically what happens is Anthony Mackie goes and buys the Synchronic from like a smoke shop, basically. He buys the rest of it. And it's a drug that what it is basically, like it's synthetics. And I don't think it was FDA approved either, right?
No.
Which, a lot of things aren't, but that's besides the point. But no, what it was like there was a doctor that made the drug, and he had like, what did he say? Basically, whatever he made it with was as close to the drug as you can get it without it being the drug.
Yeah, it was like what's that drug out there, DMT, or
as a matter of fact, that's exactly what he brought up, was like a DMT type of thing, similar to like a DMT. And Joe Rogan talks a bunch about that shit. I don't know how to explain DMT at all.
Yeah, me.
So you want to know about that? You go watch Joe Rogan and just type in DMT, and you'll fucking hear a whole shitload about that. But
So like you said, it's like you think you're tripping your balls off and you're seeing shit, and you see the world around you is fading, and it turns into the age you land in, basically.
Yeah.
So it's actually making them. So this is the weird part. Actually, it's putting them back in time. Like if someone's in a room and Aaron took this, he will disappear in front of your eyes, and he'll be gone 7 minutes. You have to get back to your exact spot in 7 minutes to come back.
That's the big thing too. Like, so what James is saying is like, say I'm sitting right here, right, and I take the Synchronic. Wherever, say I'm sitting right here and I take the Synchronic and I end up sitting like right next to James, for example. And then I just walk around his house for 6.5 minutes. When that 7 minutes hits, I need to be sitting right next to James for myself to be sitting right back in this seat. Or you're stuck there forever, right?
It's the spot where you start. So say your chair is the spot. Your chair will turn into a tree or wherever you land. And so if you leave your area right there, the chair, you got 7 minutes to get to your chair or the tree, whatever it turned into. It can be that spot. So you got to mark it or whatever. You have to be there exactly in that spot. Because for example, that one time when he was at the end where he's at the rock, he was next to the rock and he still didn't make it in time because he had to be on top of the rock with her.
That's true. John, what's up, man?
Thanks. So yeah, it's a weird movie. If you're into that sci-fi time travel trip movies, it's like that. It is good. Great acting. Mackie did good. His partner kind of faded out. Like they tried to make him like an important person, but it's like his story of it and everything was really boring. I'm like, oh man, I wish he had more of the pills and he was doing more time travel.
Speaking of his partner, now here's something about his partner that I didn't like. I don't even care about the whole thing about, him and his wife arguing all the time, especially more so when their daughter ended up missing because she took the Synchronic and ended up in the past and was stuck until Anthony Mackie's character came to save her. That's the part that bothered me. Not that Anthony Mackie, that he went to save her, but that her father didn't. Like when he's
he didn't know.
No, but what I'm saying is like when Anthony was like, "Yo, look, you take these pills and
okay, so Mackie did mention one little part of it. Why? Because he told him that he's dying with the brain tumor.
Yeah.
So he said, "I'm going to do it."
Okay,
you're not doing it. I'm doing it because I have nothing to lose.
Nothing to live for either.
Yeah, nothing to live for either. Because if you go, your daughter's missing and then your wife has nobody.
And she's raising a baby. And
yeah. So that's why Mackie did. He said, let me finish this. So he went.
You're right.
So here's the part I wish was different. The only reason I say more pills or different times periods, because don't you notice every time the people who took the drug, you always land in the worst case scenario. Someone is trying to kill you, or you drop into the fucking ice age. Why is it like you drop somewhere, you're fine? You're like, oh, that was badass, and you come back, and then you want to take the drug again. They made it like every time you took this drug, you land like the one guy falling from the sky and lands into the desert, dies. The girl lands right into a swamp and a snake bites her. The dude with the arrow, he lands in where there's pirates, and the dude comes running and stabs him right through the chest with a sword.
That's right, because remember he was dead on his like living room floor, and
yeah, it was like 1 second. As soon as they landed, they had like 2 seconds, and they're getting killed. Someone was running at them. Even the first time,
what's up, Doomsday?
Look at what happened the first time Mackie. He lands in the ice age.
No, that was the second time. First time he went into the swamp.
Oh yeah, the swamp, right into a swamp, almost dying.
Because remember with the because you had that the gator, and then you had the dude with the fucking whatever.
So what's the chances you're going to land somewhere where you're automatically going to get killed in 2 seconds?
Yeah, but the cool thing about the Ice Age thing was, right, like after he found out that he was going to the Ice Age, he went right back to that same exact spot and brought fire with him and started a fire.
Exactly. He tested it. He wanted to know if it was going to the same spot, so he prepared himself. He had a backpack. He had water.
You had an Ice Age person. I don't know what the fuck you call them.
I think, it was like, basically caveman in the Ice Age. I
Nomad,
think it's not
right?
caveman. It's smarter. Might be smarter than caveman. So I don't know. It's been so long since I learned about that stuff.
Let's just say nomads. He was a nomad because this is this is back when like a lot of the land was all connected because of the ice and all that shit. I guess I could be making this up. I don't remember this shit.
You're partially right, but that's not why all the land was connected.
It's one of those things to where I'm never gonna fucking use it in life. I mean, to discuss on this podcast briefly, but it's not that important. I've never used. That's besides the point, people. But
back in the time with the woolly mammoths.
Yeah, that was dope. Seeing that.
Yeah.
What I now real quick on this scene. So, like I said, he goes in the same exact spot, brings the firewood, and has a fire, and then that's when he sees the nomad. Let's just call him that, and he has the spear with him. Oh, excuse me. I remember the guy's like walking, and Anthony Mackie has the gloves on. He takes his gloves off and he puts his hands up, and the guy like pokes his hand, doesn't stab it, just pokes it lightly with the spear. And sits down with him and they sit by the fire.
I think he was tested to make sure he was really there. Maybe the guy thought he was like hallucinating himself.
Probably because
he's probably almost dying. He's in the snow, freezing to death.
But at the same time, you don't know. Like, I don't know, because he like came out of nowhere and he had the spear, so he might have been out on a hunt.
Could be, yeah.
Because I'm sure in that time period when that was going on, I'm sure people eventually learned how to. Obviously, people learn how to survive because there's still people here. But I know what you're getting at. Like, he could have been on the brink because he was like the guy. He said the guy was younger than me, but he looked like he was like 10 years older or some shit. I forgot what he said exactly, but something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I did like that. That's the part I did like. I like the different sceneries, like the one back in time.
Yeah,
they were cool. Like we were talking about just now, just seeing the Ice Age with the woolly mammoth in the back. Then the swamp, then the swamplands, how swamplands would weirdly look back in the day, back in time and shit. There was like cool spots, like the war part where the girl went.
Yeah, I will say this though, there was a couple parts not a couple. There was the snow part. Oh, excuse me. The one thing I didn't like about that snow part was I just didn't like how. I didn't like how the scene looked. I didn't like how to me, the snow, it just didn't look real.
Like, I see what you're saying, because there's nothing around. It was just like a middle of nowhere. It's just a whole bunch of white and wind. Like
versus the other places that he went to.
Yeah.
It looked like he really went to these places. It looked realistic. It didn't, but this just looked like just some doctored up type of CGI. Maybe not CGI, but you get what I'm saying. Just like
a green screen.
Maybe a mix of both. I don't know. It didn't look terrible, but didn't look as good as I would have liked it to look, I'll say. It looked real fake. Which, yes, people say it's a movie, but still, they're supposed to pull you into these things.
To me, it looked like it. In my head, how I seen it is how it would be in the middle of nowhere. So, say you're in the Ice Age, you're not going to see like mountains and glaciers everywhere. There's going to be times where there's nothing. You just in the distance, nothing all the way around, like a circle. That's what it kind of looked like. Like he was in an empty room, and it was like nothing around.
I agree with you on that. Like you won't see much, but I've seen, and I wish I could think of an example. Of course, I can't. But I've seen other movies to where it's during like a blizzard or a crazy snowstorm or like an Ice Age type thing, and it just looks better. Just the snow scene, the ice, the snow, just that. It wasn't terrible, but I feel like it could have been better. But I mean, it's not a huge deal. Like it didn't take away from the movie. I'll say that. It didn't take me out of the movie. It didn't take away from the movie. By the way, your background is dope. And you know what's crazy is supposedly these two scenes are in the movie. I don't remember either one of them.
I do. It was the voodoo part. So the one on the left is where he went on. I don't know if it's the spot with the left side of the couch, maybe, where he lands into a field and he sees fire. And in his mind, he's like, I'm going to go over there because she could be over there. Well, no, he wasn't looking for her at the time. This is what his test. So he wanted to know what it was. He walked over there. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It was the chair he was looking for. It's when he was on the roof and he sat in the chair.
Oh, and he fell out of the tree.
Yeah, and he landed and he seen fire and noise. He walked over there. It was a group of people doing voodoo.
Okay, though, because he was like, no, to the people.
Yeah, yep. And they tackled him down, and it looked like they were going to like do a sacrifice or something with him. But then he got free.
Was this in the same scene?
That part, I can hardly see it. Does it look like someone hanging upside down?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Was that in the same scene?
And
she might have been the sacrifice. She could have been hanging there.
Okay, that makes sense. I just don't remember that.
I definitely remember the one they're sitting around the fire with the mask on.
I remember that now, and as a matter of fact, I remember that now. But then remember the one where he brought his dog with him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep,
that I was like, fuck, man. I felt so bad for him.
Here's the thing, that was bullshit. Because if you're going to test what you can bring and bring back, you don't use your dog. You could easily run to the pet store, get a fucking goldfish, and hold it up, a pet rat, and hold it in your hand. You're going to bring your dog, and it gets left behind in the fucking past, man.
Yeah, but
I understand your dog is right there, and you got the leash. He thinks nothing's going to go wrong, but he should know something's going to go wrong because the other test he did, he almost died. So you're bringing your dog into this.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, you never know where you're going to go. Like, for example, the Ice Age thing with him and his dog, he would have probably been able to bring his dog back.
Yeah.
The swamp is a maybe, but yeah, it was just.
I don't know, man. I didn't like that part. I was like, man,
you know
why they got what the fuck with the animals? At least the dog didn't die. I can say that.
True. You know what it is though? Is because he had his dog. Remember how he like when he was sitting on the couch, his dog's pretty much like laying with him, with his arm around him. And then when he had to run, and when he ran and got into the dude's house again, which ended up being a bunch of fucking clan members, fuck them. But
yeah, they barged in. Yeah, he had the one dude and clan members on the other side.
He had his dog by his leash and collar, and that's all that came with him was a leash and collar.
Yeah, because it broke off.
Here's the part that what you could say is kind of sad is like, so every scene that they show, like where he goes back into his house or changes back into his house or whatever, you see everything fading away. So he's seeing his dog looking at him through a window.
Yeah, all sad and everything. That was fucked up, man.
That was
I was like, damn, man, you gotta fucking lose your dog behind.
Again, man, muscle cars and animals, just
Yeah, don't fuck with them. He could have went and got someone's baby or something.
You know what's fucked up and funny is like that wouldn't have bothered me if he got like a kid or even another fucking person, just in general.
Yeah, because you want to know why it's different, because it goes into like, are you fucking kidding me? You just left that girl's baby back in time? It's like you start like fucking debating it, like you start yelling at it. But when it's an animal, you're like, you motherfucker.
You sick bastard. Or a muscle car for me.
Yeah, like it's sad. You're like, damn, man. Because you know what? Because the dog can't do nothing, man. Fuck. You just fucking left your dog.
A child, though, especially a little kid, but...
Yeah, I don't know. It's different. I don't know. It is different.
I mean, I don't know, though, because maybe they took care of the dog. I mean, white people love dogs, even racist white people. If I turn the dog racist. That was...
Yeah, but there's that excuse, like, because animals are so helpless, because if they bark, you don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, true.
Shit like that. I don't know.
I get that though. But I will say, so to make this movie more horror based, here's what they could have done. You take that pill, and I'm sure it's been done before, something similar to it. Maybe it's either like a mind control type of thing where people are killing, or maybe they're seeing their biggest fears and they have to figure out a way to overcome it. Or just it could even be something irrational, like maybe say, I don't know, someone takes it and they see some sort of demon or monster all the time. Or maybe that same demon or monster takes over their body and they start killing, or just something.
They could have even made it like when he goes back in time, it was longer, and you could put some scary shit into it.
That too. Actually, that would be, yeah.
But like not even demons or anything. Like, for example, the timepiece where he went back with KKK was involved.
Yeah, or
he could have been stuck there for like a day or something. They could have had that, or not a day, but they could have made it more, instead of just 7 minutes. He had like a half hour, and they made it where he's trying to get away from them and shit. Like, it could be a scary thing, or it can land somewhere where, for let's say, like the swamp, it could be like anything. I don't know, like fucking some kind of swamp people, like evil fucking. I don't know, man. But
Yeah,
they could have just. I'm just saying they could have added more. Tried to make it like a horror movie, put
yeah. I
scarier
mean,
shit in it.
you could even say the voodoo shit would have been perfect.
Yeah, the voodoo, the time where he lands with the voodoo. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That would have been a part perfect to where, say, somehow the girl gets stuck there.
Yeah,
and he goes back. Maybe he goes back to that because he sees her, but he couldn't get her, and he has to go back multiple times to try to save her from the voodoo area.
Yeah, before they like sacrifice her or something.
And if it's something, I mean, I don't know per se how well, I don't know about that shit too well, but you go far enough in the past to where they're thinking, oh man, this woman knows how to read. She's a witch type deal, and he has to go back and save her. And then him being black going in those times, you thought it was bad for white women. Just imagine being a nigga back then.
Yeah, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? But it is like that. Like, so that's why I'm like, no, they created this. They wanted this 100% like sci-fi / like you said, like drama, thriller type thing. Like it puts you on your edge on your seat, like oh fuck, is he gonna get back to his spot? Is he gonna find the girl? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I didn't see anything that's horror.
I could see why it was picked and why it was borderline. I do think this would have been a better movie to review on Popcorn and Pints, but this was a good movie. Like this.
I liked it. Yeah, it didn't take anything away from it. It's like it's still good.
Take the whole horror shit out of it, people. Right? Why I recommend this movie. I really do. I think you guys should watch this movie. If you're someone who smokes Synchronic like I do, and I'm talking about weed, it's not Synchronic. It's you see what I did there. Really cool. I'll say that after. But yeah, seriously though, I think people should check this movie out. But I will say this is funny. So go downstairs, grab the remote for the Fire Stick. I know it's on Netflix, but I'm just saying Synchronic. I swear to God, because you know how the Fire Stick, Alexa and all that, I swear to God, the Alexa on the Fire Stick thing said, do you want to buy some, are you trying to buy some Chronic or do you want to buy some Chronic? I just started laughing.
Wow.
I was like, not now, but... or are you trying to buy Chronic or something? And I was just dying.
They want you to say yes, and then the FBI comes swarm your house. Like, I knew it.
No, they can't. It's legal. I can smoke weed here.
No, well, when you say you want to buy Chronic, it could mean like code word or like drug dealers, like massive amounts.
No, just enough for me to smoke. I don't need massive amounts. Just enough for me to smoke and last a little bit. I don't need pounds and all that bullshit. Until it's legal. But yeah, man, this was I'm gonna jump into a rating really quick. I'll give this movie a solid 7. Yeah, I'll give it a solid 7.
All right, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I think it's good enough. It would have been higher if the. If it was I didn't care about, like I said, I didn't care about the partner's family issues with his wife. I didn't care about that. They could have been like just about the girl missing, but they made it like he's having marital problems and shit.
Well, that would help it because it is. Well, again, I mean, to top it off, though, the movie said it was like a drama, sci-fi thriller.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it. It's like it. I wish there was more of the time traveling part with Mackie.
Me too, because it seemed more important than.
Yeah, it was the more focused area.
At the end of the day, like when the movie ends, they show. So the movie basically ends. They show, the daughter comes back. Anthony Mackie and the guy basically shake hands, and you see him disappear. And then
they hug. The daughter and him hug, and it ends.
That was it.
So they didn't show like the mother seeing the daughter back.
Exactly. Like at the very least, if you're gonna put all this emotional stuff with the husband, the wife, because their daughter's missing, you should show when he goes back and just like I feel like there should have been a little bit more to it as far as because they could have cut some shit out in this movie. The movie is an hour and 42 minutes, I believe. So they could have cut some scenes out of him, saying if they wanted to keep it that, and then put the next even 5 minutes, 10 minutes of okay, you got the daughter back. Okay, let's go home and see where are things resolved. Like what happened? Are things resolved between the parents? Are things resolved between the father? Because the father seemed like a dick. He it was weird because this whole time that Anthony Mack, like the way they're telling these stories about how Anthony Mackie's just messing with a bunch of women and having fun, he's trying to find the right woman. At the same time, when he's doing these things, this is because he tells the story to the one guy's daughter. He meets the mother first, but he hooked those two up, and they end up having a. Now, just imagine if he would have messed with them, if he would have been the one to mess with her, and they got together, what would have happened? Because he seemed like he would have been a better family person, especially after like. One, you find out that that's what he really wanted, and two, well, when he got sick because he got stabbed with that fucking needle when he was, at work. There was a needle on the ground, somehow poked him.
Yeah, they tested to see if he had like Hep C or anything like. But that's how they found out he had a tumor.
Yeah, very true. And that's when he like started just. I mean, he went through the whole thing where he was already drinking and stuff, but he was like drinking a lot, and then he like
the pills from the ambulance,
which was for
his headache, but from the tumor. He was taking the codeines. He was taking all the codeines, and the inventory is going short. But his friend, the partner, the side story of the missing daughters, the daughter's missing because she took the drug. He's just letting him take the pills and everything. And until he actually confronted him at one point, and that's when they stopped talking. They got in that argument.
Yep. Later on, he tells him like, "Yo, man, I'm dying."
Yeah, that's what he tells him, and he was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" He's like, "Because you
got more
shit." Yeah, you had shit going. Your daughter's missing.
That, and see, to me, that right there is honorable because it's like, yo, I have between 6 months and maybe 6 months and maybe what the guy say 60 years. You can live for another 60 years.
I think at first he said 2 weeks. It can be 6 months. It can be 6 years. So he's like, you really don't know, but he's coughing up blood. He's puking.
Yeah. But also because he was going through radiation. Which
you know what sucks? That's right. The one point he said at the end when he was about to go back in, he stopped taking the radiation. He said it was working, but he goes, I wanted to do this, to focus on this, to find the daughter.
Yeah.
So he sacrificed his
life.
His life because the radiation was working. It was shrinking the tumor. But he stopped it, put it on hold because he said he had something more important to do. Which
is fucking honorable. And like, that's another reason why I feel like the movie should have ended a little bit different. Like, again, another 10 minutes, not the movie length being another 10 minutes, but as far as another 10 minutes of is the shit resolved with his wife? And then somehow he gets honored. Like, yo, this dude saved my daughter and possibly saved my family, saved my relation, like saved all that shit. Yeah. Sacrifice his own life because he could have just, you know what I mean? He could have just fucking kept on with the radiation and then said, you know what, after the radiation's over, then try to go get her, or just went on with the radiation, went on with his life, whatever. But he's like, it was eating at him, I guess. And it's funny though, like this movie, the way this movie goes. The funny thing about it is because you have two guys obviously that are best friends. Even though they don't go too deep into the story, but you have two guys that are best friends. They're both paramedics.
Yep.
Again, one guy is married, but they're both. I feel like they both want each other's lives in a sense. Like one guy is married, has kids, has a family, beautiful family. The other guy is
single, just smashing every night.
Yeah, single and smashing, but
because he's lonely. He's lonely.
Yeah, and the other guy like. It's like
he wants the other. Yeah, they wanted the reversal of lives.
It's like the guy with the family wants the single life to have that chase feeling again.
Yeah,
and that soulmate's out there somewhere. And the other guy's like, look, man, this whole fucking chase thing, trying to find it, is getting old. I just want to be happy with a family, this, that, and the third. And
he basically said, your wife is too good for you, and you're complaining because she's like a perfect wife, basically.
Yeah.
So, it's crazy, man. It kind of reminds me of that movie we watched with Zach Braff.
Oh.
Where he had like the perfect girlfriend get married.
Yes, but he just...
But he felt like he was being rushed and he just wanted to go see what's out there really quick.
Kind of, yeah. Well, yeah, because it was at a fucking wedding. At a wedding, he meets some college chick. And it just kind of goes from there. They mess around. But he ends up getting his wife back at the end, right?
Yeah, took some hard work, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad movie, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was kind of like that. It was kind of like the married one was like, damn, I wish I was single again. Because he had the new baby. So, because the one daughter is fully grown, 18. She's the one that goes missing, Brianna.
Yep.
But there's a new baby. So, he's probably having like a mid-age crisis thing. Like, how am I going to do this again?
I mean,
and, you know what I'm saying? So, he's like, fuck, you're lucky. Because he was saying to Mackie, you're lucky. You go home after you work. You go home and do whatever you feel like doing, basically. But then that's where Mackie was like, dude, I want what you got.
Exactly. You go home to a family. You go home to people that are happy to see you, which is, I mean, who doesn't want that? Honestly. Yep. Even people that joke about, oh yeah, I can fuck blah 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 blah. But it's like you would love to go home to a happy home, a hot meal, whatever the case may be. But you got your, you know, your wife. If you have kids or not, you have your significant other. And no matter what you're into is, you know, legal. As long as it's legal. But you get what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, I don't know. But yeah, this movie, like I said, popcorn, it should have been on Popcorn and Pints, but it wasn't a bad movie. I'm not mad I'm actually very happy I watched it because it's a good movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
And I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't on the wheel. Like, I would have seen
never.
Title. I wouldn't have watched it, but I am glad that I did watch it. Speaking of watching, because we didn't do it yet, you know, again, things happen and we're running a little late. Let's pop up, and I'll start with my first one because you only did one. I did two this week. So I watched this today. Of the Phantasm Batman.
I rented that when it first came out. I think it was a movie on pay-per-view, actually.
I've never seen it before. This came out in 93.
Yeah, I seen it. I watched it. It's a great one.
It is fucking excellent.
They should make this a live action, honestly.
I'm going to say two things. Hold up. Before we get into that, they should make this live action. I'm going to say this. Here's one. First thing. Happy as fuck that I mean, it's obviously when the animated series was out.
Yep.
So happy as fuck that was like everything from the animated series, as far as like the characters' voices, all that shit, is what they use in this, which I thought was just beautifully done. Because the animated series, to me, my opinion, and everybody knows I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan. Love them to fucking death. But Batman, the animated series, is hands down the best animated series I've ever seen in my life. The story's great with it. The action's great. Like everything, the sound, the visual, like everything to me is perfect. Like, and this was awesome. This was amazing. This movie was fucking amazing. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys if you have not seen it. But if you have HBO Max, it is on HBO Max. That's how I watched it. And it was dope. And the cool thing about HBO Max, which I didn't even know till I think Sunday or Monday, I don't remember what day it was. They have a lot of DC stuff on there. And I was looking for the animated stuff because the live action stuff, to me, the best shit was the first, Batman and Batman Returns. For me, the live action. Other than that, I didn't like too much live action DC. To me, it was okay. Most of the movies are okay at best. The live action. Aquaman was fucking garbage. What's his face can't act. What's his name?
Momoa. Jason
Momoa.
Yeah, that's it. Momoa. He don't. Yeah, I agree. He don't bother me too much though.
He doesn't bother me though, and like.
I don't like Aquaman though. I never liked that character.
I don't mind him. I don't mind the character, but again, if I watch it from the animated series and stuff, like animated cartoons or whatever, Justice League and shit, awesome.
But no, they bother me in that too, because the only thing he did, they're like, Aquaman, come on. And he runs and he just puts his finger on his forehead and fucking dolphins come out of the water and blow each other.
Oh, I don't think you were watching you were watching a different Aquaman than I because that never happened. But
that might have been Aquacom. My bad.
Yeah. I'm not. But no. So, but basically, what I'm saying here, I've said it plenty of times. I'm gonna say it again. DC, listen, stop with the live action because you guys suck at it. Until you get the right team to do it, to create these stories, and the right actors and actresses, Because I mean, you can't keep using Christian Bale all the time. I thought he did great as Batman, and you can't use the great Michael Keaton, who I think was the best Batman, live action Batman that I've seen, hands down. You can't keep using those same two. And I didn't watch the Affleck ones, so I can't judge that. And
so you never seen the Justice League?
I don't. I've never seen the Justice League, and I've never seen Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
I might. I have HBO Max now, so I might watch it, but I kind of doubt it. I might though. Like, I'll put it to you like this: if it ends up somehow one of these days, if it ends up on the Popcorn and Pints wheel, I will definitely watch it. Of course. Other than that, it's like a maybe. It's a definite maybe. The animated shit, yes, I'm gonna get to. But enough about me, James. I did not watch this movie yet. So
okay. So it just came out on
Netflix.
Yes, Netflix. I think.
Oh,
yesterday. Was it yesterday? I told you it came out.
May 21st.
It's yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, it's right there. I should read it, huh? So it came out the 21st. I watched it. I want to say yesterday during work.
That's probably why you're getting mixed up because you watched it.
Yeah. So I watched it yesterday.
I think.
So let's get this off the bat. I thought this. I believe you're the one who told me, Henry. You and Henry. I thought this was a remake of the original Army of the Dead, but they have nothing to do with each other. The original Army of the Dead is a curse with killing skeletons, an army of skeletons. This is zombies. So I guess this is a whole new movie. They just took the name Army of the Dead.
Got it.
That's what I'm guessing. So if you're a zombie fan, I love zombie movies. I was not expecting highly of this. When I went in, I was like, okay, it's Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder does he does his thing on shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, what are they gonna do? So this is basically a heist movie / zombie movie.
Interesting.
So a zombie gets loose like every other zombie movie, and an army's transporting secret. They don't know what's in the containment unit.
Mm-hmm.
If they get in a car accident from these two fucking people making out and driving all over the road. Oh, he was getting a BJ. That's right. And he was putting his head back like, oh, he got in the wrong side of the road and he crashed with the army trucks. So the zombie gets loose. But here's the thing. It's called an alpha zombie. They're smart. So he bit all the fucking military people. He made his way to Las Vegas, created an army. So the more they're spreading. So basically, if he bites one or one of the other alphas bite, they turn into alpha. So he has to bite them. No, he does. He has to bite them. They turn into an alpha one. It means it's one of his soldiers. They're smarter. Like he had a queen.
Yeah.
But the other ones, if the other ones bite anything else, anybody else, they turn into, I forgot the name they gave them. It's your basic regular zombie.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but the U.S. blocks out the town. So everybody who escaped the town, this rich person was like, I got $200 million in a hotel vault. So Dave Bautista creates a little group to go in. And it's just, you got to check it out. It's a spin on it. I did not mind. And I like the smart zombies. The Queen looked cool as hell. It kind of reminded me of Evil Dead, the remake of Evil Dead. How the fucking girl looked in the basement.
Oh, I gotta watch this.
With a crown, I think she's pretty bad. There's a zombie tiger, man. It's It's the tiger from the two magicians from Las Vegas, Siegfried and Roy.
I gotta watch that. Because I remember thinking about that.
So it's not bad. It's like, so you got two things mixed with it. It's a heist movie. They're trying to get the money, and they just have to deal with this fucking these alpha zombies, the king.
Interesting.
So it's not bad. I don't mind it. I think on Joe's post for any last words, I put in a comment. I said I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. Like,
I'm gonna have to. I guess that means I'm gonna put it on the wheel, people. And matter of fact, maybe I should do that now as I am discussing this.
Yeah, I know. I talked. It's like a review right there. I was talking too much about it.
No, you're good.
I was like
You're
a
good.
reviewer.
So the Son of Batman.
I seen this too.
Son of Batman. This is also on HBO Max. This is also very, very fucking just again. I'm gonna say it again. DC, stick to this. Stick to the animated stuff. You guys do amazing things with it. Like, I don't get it. I don't even understand why you're not just listening and just doing that, because you guys aren't that great at doing the fucking other shit. You're not. And I'm not even going to apologize for it. What should I apologize for? You suck.
Yeah, it is weird, right? Like, you get the cartoons down. Like, you can't even copy a cartoon, an animated series, or turn it into a movie, live action. They fuck it up.
You know what it is, though? Because hang on, let me just save that. All right, I put Army of the Dead on the wheel. Excuse me. You know what it is? Is like they don't I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the writing. It's just a bunch of shit. It's just bad. Like, as a matter of fact, I'll say this: the last DC thing I liked was that I watched that I liked, because I skip a lot of DC shit, and I'm a fan of DC and Marvel. I like them about the same, because I just grew up. I didn't read the comic books and stuff. I grew up watching the cartoons. I love the cartoons.
Yep.
But the Dark Knight trilogy, I loved that.
Yeah. That was Chris Nolan's take on it.
So I loved
it. Was darker,
and I love Tim Burton's Batman movies, the first two.
Yeah.
I wish Tim Burton and Michael Keaton and those people who did that. I say Michael Keaton as the Batman, but those people who worked on the first Batman and Batman Returns, I wish they did fucking Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Would have been way fucking better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But again, stick to the animated, because again, this shit is just, it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed, but we're going to spin the wheel soon, but I'm going to show you guys what is coming up.
Same thing. Did you ever see Catwoman?
No, and I refuse to. With
Halle Berry. I wasn't a fan of it either.
Nah, I wouldn't. I refuse to watch it. And she's a great actress, but I just don't see her in that role. Like, Michelle Pfeiffer was awesome as Catwoman. Awesome. I'm not saying that she can be the only cat. Matter of fact, do you remember what was it? Gotham.
Oh, the show Gotham?
That I thought I didn't finish it, but I liked I think I watched like the first season and a half, 2 seasons, and I didn't lose interest. I watched so much shit.
Yeah, same here.
I don't remember what the hell happened, but I liked where that was going, and I actually liked the cast of the characters, as far as like, you had like the young Bruce Wayne, you had the young Catwoman.
Young Penguin.
She's a good actress and a good role for Catwoman. You had
Gordon.
You had Penguin, which he was skinny, but it was still a cool role.
Yeah, he wasn't like mutated or anything. He was just like a normal.
Well, no, he
was like weird. No, he did have the fins, right? He had the fucked up fins.
I don't remember, but he had like a penguin type of walk, like the way they made his character walk.
Yeah, he was a little fucked up. You're right. Okay, but he was too skinny. But he was younger.
But he was young, yeah. They had I think his
taller
name was Jerome in the movie. Yeah, a lot taller. I think his name was Jerome in the movie. He was supposed to be like the Joker, which I thought was a fucking awesome character to play Joker for this shit. And the show ended. I don't know how it ended. Maybe I'll go back and finish. Maybe I'll go back.
Yeah, I never finished it either.
But anyway, why did I even bring that up?
Because we're talking about DC.
Oh, okay. Here's what's coming up, people. Okay, so Synchronic. Again, this is what we're reviewing, what we were discussing earlier. Synchronic. So on Popcorn and Pints this coming Saturday, we will be reviewing Paper Soldiers and Purple Rain. I can't fucking wait. I've seen Paper Soldiers a few times.
I can't believe you've never seen Purple Rain. That is sad, Aaron.
It is.
That's a disgrace. I seen it.
Yeah, but
I actually seen it more than once.
Purple Rain.
Yep. They have all those songs in it too. When Doves Cry.
Oh, I love that song.
I think the song what's the Kiss?
What about Red Corvette?
I believe that's in it too.
Oh man,
It's good. Just the soundtrack is.
oh, I bet.
It's all Prince, man.
And then this Saturday, 5:00 Eastern time, Ken Sagos will be on here. Now, the Secret Weapon, Yesterday's Today. This is what he is going to be coming on here to discuss. Short film that he has the Indiegogo for, which, I mean, all the links and stuff will be connected. The event's already out there, so go click those links and everything. But people, this is something you're not going to want to miss. Make sure you tune in 5:00 Eastern time on Saturday. Going to be interviewing Ken Sagos, which is going to be a great, great, fun freaking time. So yeah, make sure you tune in again, 5:00 Eastern time, Saturday. Now let's get back to this, and I will get the wheel. I think it's wheel time, James.
Yeah, it's definitely wheel time.
Screen 2. Share your screen. See the wheel. Yeah, I saw with Restream too. I switched the thing up. It was an update. I think it updated. I forgot when it updated, but I switched it to because now when I hit share screen, instead of hitting this little blue thingy, this little cursor thing over, you could do it so it's automatic. So once you hit share screen,
that's awesome.
It just pops right up to this. Because you remember there'll be a couple of times like, yo, you guys see this? And you're like, yo, you didn't share your screen, but I just forgot to hit the one thing.
Yep.
I don't have to do that anymore. But now let's see what we are going. You know what? I'm going to shuffle the wheel until it gets to the right spot. That way the movies keep changing.
That's true.
There we go. Boom. Let's see.
It's got to land on Army of the Dead.
I can see Army of the Dead.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, nope. It's not going to land there.
Oh, what we got?
Is he going to? Oh, no. I thought it was 13 Ghosts from 1960. I was like, Kyle, again, you.
Dolls. Okay.
Henry.
I believe I've seen this.
Oh, okay. Really quick. So with this movie, right? My wife and I started watching this. Ken is. I've met him in person, which I am going to tell the story again on. I'm going to tell the story on Saturday, but he's fucking awesome. He's a great guy. Super, super nice. And I have a mug that I'm going to show you guys on Saturday as well that my wife made. But going back to Dolls and speaking of my wife, so Henry recommended this movie to us a few years ago. Quite a few years ago. It was before we even lived where we live now. I think it was even before I started working for the state. I don't remember. Anyway, we watch it. We didn't finish it because she got bored with it. And I was just like she was just like, she didn't want to watch it. So basically she turned it off. So yeah, so now I'm going to watch the full thing and get through it. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. And I know it's like a creepy factor.
Yeah.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it's Resident Evil 7 or 8. There's like something, Henry basically said it reminds him of the movie. From something from Resident Evil 7 or 8. I don't remember which one.
Okay.
But funny. So it'll be fun to do that. I can't wait to do that. But funny. Here's another thing, people. I will be streaming Resident Evil 7 at some point this week. I'm not sure what day yet, but at some point. Actually, you know what? I'll probably be streaming it tomorrow evening at some point, tomorrow night. And you're going to want to tune in because, I mean, it's not, yes, I play it. Yes, I smoke weed and play it, which just it makes the game so much more intense. Yo, I don't know if you've been watching any of my streams when I'm playing this game, James, but you see me jump and yell yet?
I tuned into one where it was pretty funny because you're going through like a fucking like
a room, like a dark
room where you're opening drawers and you're going through the room. You're like, oh, around this corner, I know it. No, you went around the corner, nothing's there, but you're like, you hear something, you're like, what the fuck was that? It's like you're just like jumpy, like you're really there. Yo, and I'm laughing. I'm like, oh fuck, man.
I'll tell you what, man. Next time, like, especially if it's not like super late when I'm doing it, like I said, tomorrow night it won't be super late. If you're free, tune in, right, and watch. hit your pen a few times, and then what? Really, like, you'll see. You'll see, like, because what it is, like, it's one thing because I have my headphones like right behind me, and I'll have it turned up some so I can hear it better. And again, like I said, I'm high, and unfortunately, I can't make the room pitch black when I'm streaming. If I could, I would like make it dark in here, but I need the light so you guys can see me and all this other stuff. Which that's not a big deal because the game still makes me jump and yell, and it's just like you said, it feels like you're really there, almost. And I can only imagine how much more intense / fun it would be if I had the VR. Fishing? I'll be sure to do that because I'm not really into fishing, but my brother, who's going to be on the interview with me, loves fishing. Like, that's his shit. If he could fish with his nipples out right now, that's what he'd be doing. That's another, with his nipples out, that's another story. You could ask him about that. Oh, man, I'm going to tell my brother. As a matter of fact, I'm going to text him right now. Bring up fishing on the interview. Ken loves to fish. Hit send. So that'd be interesting. Because he loves to fish. And if you're in my Horror Research 30 group, you see what my brother got, the picture thing he got.
Oh, I say that was dope.
Yeah, I got that for him. And I'm not lying this time. Like, I'm not trying to take credit. So basically, like, there was only 34 of those made.
Oh, that's Aaron's type of fishing right there.
Damn right. Damn right. I do not like boats. I don't like boats. There was slavery. Fool me once. There was the time when I got into a canoe with my brothers, my two brothers, my one brother Henry and my brother Christian. Love you guys both, but fuck you both for what you did. It wasn't even nothing Jurassic. It was just we were going back. You know, going back to the dock, and they were sitting like towards the front more. So what they did was, as soon as we got by the dock, oh, you got one of 34. Oh, one of 34 on the way. Yeah, my brother. Let me know what number you got when you get it. My brother got number 6. I'll get back to that in a minute. So anyway, they kept pushing the fucking canoe back, like kicking it back. I'm just like, you fucking assholes. I'm never getting into a fucking boat with you two again. And I haven't been on a boat since. But I never really liked them that much, and I don't care.
They're not my thing, but I don't have a fear of them.
I wouldn't say a fear like that. Like, I won't sit here get all frozen and start shaking and all that shit. Because people who have real fears of it. But it's just not my. I'm never gonna go on one again. It's not my thing. I don't like it at all. I
probably would go on one again, but it has to be something special. Like, I won't go out there like, hey, you just want to go on the boat and fish? I'm like, no.
What if it's drinking or whatever?
I was actually thinking about because my wife wants to go on one of those like George ones, the ferry boat things. Like, what is that?
But I don't like. I really don't like boat. I really don't like boat. I wish that your wife and my wife were like this, because they could just go on the fucking boat together.
I know, right? Like, hey, you guys can go.
Ankle deep, but it wasn't ankle. It wasn't deep water. Like, I could swim and shit. I just didn't like it. I just don't. Well,
you got your ducky floaties on.
Yeah, gotta have ducky floaties.
Quick story: my uncle's friend, full-grown man, actually had. If he goes swimming, he has the duck one where you got to put around your waist, the blow-up duck floaty. It looks like a tire tube. You know what I'm talking about. It goes around your waist.
Yeah.
Now, and it had the head of the duck. He would not go swimming without it because he can't swim and he'll drown.
Oh shit!
So instead of okay, you'll think he's afraid of swimming. Okay, that's fine. You'll get something like that, like a life raft, but you'll get like a plain one, like a one from Walmart or something, like a blow up one. Maybe it's like great. He gets a ducky, man. He gets a
life vest.
No, he got a ducky, like you buy it for a little kid.
That's funny.
And the dude, he will not go in the water without it, because if he don't have it and you try to push him in the water, he used to freak out.
I mean, I get it. If you can't swim, that's a legitimate reason to freak out.
So that was pretty funny because I remember that. I was young as hell when I seen that, and I was laughing.
Jason Voorhees ain't catching you boating on Crystal Lake. You don't know what Jason Voorhees is going to... Listen, you seen how part 1 ended. When he jumped out of the water.
Yeah. He may be chained down there. He's afraid of the water, but that motherfucker still come up and snatch you.
He's not scared of the water. The reason, that's the one thing I didn't like about Freddy vs. Jason, where they made him scared of the water. Yes, I know that's how he died. But every fucking movie, he's coming out of the water or going into it.
That you're right. That is true. That is true.
So, but it's whatever though with that little myth thing. But shit, man. What are we doing next week? What are we doing?
Dolls.
Oh, that's another.
Oh, it's gonna be pushed to Friday, right?
So this week we are going to be actually doing the movie review on Friday because my wife's birthday is Thursday, so I'm going to spend the day with her. So we're going to do the movie review Friday, 9:00 Eastern time. No, I just don't like them. Like I'd rather, it's just not my thing. Cause like I said, I know how to swim. I love to swim, but I'd rather be in a pool. I don't like lakes, oceans, rivers, all that bullshit. I don't want to go in those. Did it when I was little, till about my early teen years, here and there. But now I'm just like, fuck that. If I'm gonna go swimming, I'm gonna go in a pool. If I'm gonna go boating, I'm gonna sit on a floaty and I'm gonna be in a pool. That's me boating. I use a pool noodle as a fucking paddle and I'm good. It's just how I am, man. Like Listen, the ocean, lakes, rivers, all that shit, that's aquatic animals' homes. That's us just fucking walking up in there, farting in their water, swimming.
Taking a piss.
Yeah, all that bullshit. Just do it in a pool. You can swim in a pool. Not afraid of water, but the nasty in water.
Yeah, you don't know what's in there. Like people are getting like fucking like bacteria up their dicks, like it's going up in the pee hole and everything. Getting fucking
yeah, those little. It's in some sort of rivers or whatever. It's,
yeah, man.
On or some shit. Like if you pee, it could swim in your shit, and then like you don't want that.
Yeah.
Shit, there's sharks, gators,
piranhas.
Piranha. See, the thing with piranhas, though, they only attack like if you're wounded, like really wounded. Like they're not gonna attack you if you get in the water.
Yeah, I know. They make it like as soon as you walk in the river and you're like fucking swarmed and getting eaten alive. Well,
I mean, if you've seen the movie Piranha or any of the remakes, that's basically what they do. I mean, they're they're different.
Are they like mutated though?
Yeah, to an extent. There's shit in the water that will be like, okay, what is this food or is this? You know, they're gonna get a little taste, and it might be something that you can't fucking survive. So, I'm just going to
see. I'll swim in lakes and shit. I don't care about that stuff.
I used to. As a matter of fact, remember when Collins Park used to be really nice and clean?
Yeah, now it's like fucking muddy river.
20 years ago?
Yeah. It is dirty looking. No lie.
They don't even want you going in that. There's signs over there now that's because the geese and all the duck shit and the geese and all that shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But before, they didn't put chlorine in there, obviously, because it's it's part of the Mohawk River, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's basically a beach, like a man-made beach of the river.
But they used to have a dock that goes from the beach out to the water, so you can jump off the dock and swim. Have one you could swim out to. And as a kid, I used to love it, but nowadays, fuck that. I mean, now even if the water was clean how it's supposed to be, I still wouldn't go in.
Oh, I probably would. It depends. I don't like people, but like if I was chilling, I had by myself, I was there like all day, and it was hot. I'll go swimming in there. Yeah, I'll go swimming.
Give me a pool.
Even though I don't like wet clothes, it bothers me.
Oh, I hate. Yeah.
Oh, I won't eat fresh. If you go fishing and you catch something, I will not eat it if you cooked it that day. I had to buy it out of a store only. I can't eat it. I don't know. It grosses me out. Like you see the eyeball and everything. I can't eat it.
I've had. I mean, fresh fish. When I'm not a big fish person anymore. Like I used to like.
Yeah, me either.
More, but
I do love shrimp though. I love shrimp.
Depending on where you go, excuse me. As far as like fishing goes, depending on where you go, you can still eat freshwater or saltwater. You can still eat the fish out of there. It's just certain places. A lot of places you can't. I don't know where you can and can't, honestly, but
I don't either.
I don't fish.
I'm gonna go with no on the Hudson.
I probably wouldn't eat out of that. Nah. Fucking eat that and fucking go back into the past like you're on that Synchronic.
Yeah, there you go.
It's understandable. The water they live in is why you won't. Understandable, but yeah, like certain spots are good. Like, I mean, I know it's not where I'm living, but out in Colorado, I'm sure there's a lot more. There's a lot of clean. Not, I won't say more, but there's some clean water spots that I'm sure you can eat out of, like especially off the mountains and shit and all that.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. But so yeah, Horror Search 30 will be on Friday this Friday, and we are reviewing the movie Dolls. Anybody that's watching or anybody that's listening, if you can be here and if you watch the actual movie, yes, watch the movie. None of the bullshit we had a few weeks ago where someone came in the last 10 minutes, didn't watch the movie, talking about some other shit, asking us if we've seen some other movies. Shout out to you, but yeah, don't do that. But anyway, watch the movie, and if you want to join us Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern time to review this movie with us, we love having people on here and just talking. Yeah. It's fun. But we're going to wrap this one up. We started a little later than we usually do.
Yeah. Oh, and also,
go ahead.
Next Tuesday is my anniversary. My wife.
Not me and James.
No.
His wife. So next. Yeah. So for this week, people. So Friday, Horror Research 30 will be live. We're reviewing Dolls. Friday, we'll spin the wheel to see what we're going to be reviewing next Wednesday. Because, James and his wife's, how many years is it?
2.
2-year anniversary.
2. Yep. Right. 2019.
Yeah.
20. Yeah, 2. Jesus, wow. Are you fucking up on this one? Divorce, here it comes.
Yeah, it's a good thing she don't watch us. But so we're gonna be doing that next Wednesday, which we don't know what movie we're doing yet, of course, until Friday.
Until Friday, yeah.
So what? Oh, so listen to this. So listen, man. I mean, as far as seeing Search 30, you get to see me today. You're gonna see me tomorrow if I stream, which I probably will. You're gonna see me Friday, and you're gonna see me 2 times on Saturday.
Yep.
2 times, maybe 3 if I decide to stream. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But again, people. With that being said, oh wait a minute, HEMPARITA. I know I'm closing out, but this HEMPARITA stuff is delish. Yep. I'm about to actually take 2 gummies myself.
Yep, because it's bedtime. Make me sleep better.
I'm gonna take 2 of these. I'm gonna smoke after, but I'll do that after we record. Usually I'm hot. This has been the first time in a long time I didn't smoke before the recording, but again, I had stuff to take care of. So you go to ihemparita.com. Again, that is ihemparita.com, and you want to save 10%. We all want to save money when we buy stuff on anywhere, right? Well, you go to ihemparita.com, you use promo code SIRS30. Yes, that's promo code SIRS30. When you check out, save 10% on your purchase. And this isn't just a one-time use. This is any time. If you're someone like me that wants to get it once a week or once every other week or whatever the case, whenever you need to feel like you want to get some more, ihemparita.com, use promo code SIRS30, save yourself 10%. And if you want free shipping, $50 or more. Spend over $50, you get free shipping. You save 10%. You can't beat that. I mean, I got these gummies here. I'm about to take one of these gummies is a serving. 1 gummy. Let me see if I can pull the gummy up for you guys. That is a serving. Oh, that's like a greenish gummy. Sorry. It's a serving right there. 1 gummy is a serving. I like to do 2.
I do too. Yeah.
Like the little shooters I show you guys. 1 of those is 2 servings. I like to do a full one.
I say it goes by, for one, just like everything else, your size. So if you're a heavier set, the 1 you're probably not going to feel as good, so you probably would want 2. Or if you never did anything like this before,
1
and you went to CBD, definitely do 1 because
just to see.
Yeah, just to see. But yeah, unless if you are also a person who smokes marijuana, you'll probably need more because you're used to that. And it's way stronger than CBD,
Yeah, but I mean, like, I take 2. So for me, you already know I smoke marijuana. I drink too. So what I'll do is, as far as the HEMPARITA, the drink, I will mix that with Doomsday. You're saying get your beer. That HEMPARITA stuff, the shooters are like a lime flavor because he said he'll get his beer ready. So the shooters are a lime flavor. Delicious. Like I had it with I'm more of like a cider type of beer person when it comes to those, but I will drink beer too. And you mix that with that, and it's amazing, man. I'm telling you. I mean, and if you're not an alcohol drinker, and if you're not a weed smoker, don't even worry about that. You can still have this CBD. The THC levels that are in it are like it's legal in all 50 states.
Yeah, so it's like 0.002 or something.
Yeah,
some weird ass number.
But it does. It's like a nice relaxing thing. And ladies, listen. It does help with those, Shark Week when that comes. It does help soothe those cramps and those. I don't know from personal experience. I know because my wife told me. Take a couple gummies or have a shooter. And I feel like, honestly, all jokes aside, I do feel like this is a safer route than popping pills down your throat. Even if you smoke a little weed, take a HEMPARITA, and it just knocks those cramps out and relaxes you, and you can get a good night's sleep and wake up and do it again in the morning. I mean, wake up in the morning, maybe have a CBD and go about your day. But I highly, highly recommend HEMPARITA. It's a CBD you can actually feel. Like I said, it's relaxing. It's just great. It's nice. It's a very nice thing. It takes a little bit to kick in, maybe about a half hour to an hour-ish, depending, but that's fine. Again, it's ihemparita.com. Use promo code SURF30. It's a HEMPARITA you can feel. Obviously, use it responsibly, 21 years and older. And it's great. It's fucking delicious. Deliciously delicious. I love it. James loves it.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Hash Brown Hank, a.k.a. Henry, loves it. That's his nickname, by the way. Hash Brown Hank. Which, listen, people, I want you guys to do me one favor. Next time you guys make a post, out of nowhere, just random post on Facebook, end it with hashtag Hash Brown Hank. I don't care what you're talking about. As long as it's nothing like bad or discriminatory, but end it with hashtag Hash Brown Hank, because I'm trying to make that be like a big hashtag. I did Hash Brown Hank and tagged my brother Henry the other day, and that's all I did, and he just liked the post. So I'm just gonna do Hash Brown Hank here and there when I'm making posts and shit. I want it to be big because you're gonna see more hashtags from horror. You're gonna see more hashtags from me, people. I'm starting to learn how to use them more. I'm starting to actually use them more. I know how to use them. I'm starting to use them more for the podcast stuff. Our co-host on Popcorn and Pints, Chris, is always fucking using them for Popcorn and Pints. And I'm just like, this makes so much sense. And it's one way to get shit seen more.
Yep.
So use Hash Brown Hank. Hashtag Hash Brown Hank. And I'm going to start using that, plus, all the other stuff I'm connected with. But on that note, people, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. We will see you, as far as us as a duo, we'll see you guys again Friday. Again, if anybody wants to join us, you know what to do. You just say, hey, I want to be a part of the show. I want to be on this episode. Watch the movie Dolls. Be ready by 8:30 Eastern Time, Friday. And we're going to do this.
Yep.
But again,
and if you don't want to be on video, join the chats. Ask some questions.
Yeah.
Give your ratings. Talk about it.
Yeah, that's another thing. You don't have to be on. I mean, if you want to be on video, yes. But if you don't want to be on video and you just want to come in for the chats, like Doomsday does every single time, which we greatly appreciate. And he's been doing it on this and on Popcorn and Pints, and he's been sharing it, so we greatly appreciate that. Doomsday, yes. Thank you so much. But as always, people. Oh shit.
Oh.
I know the coloring's messed up, but we know who that is, people. R. Kelly. How could he have fit in this movie? Let's see. You take the pill, R. Kelly pops up out of nowhere and he pees on you. I'm ending it on that.